Welcome back, folks. 9.18 test server is now live, and this patch is huge. So it includes the revamp of the light tank class with the inclusion of the tier 9 and the tier 10. It repurposed the artillery roles in the battlefield. So basically a new mechanic for artillery and a new matchmaker. This patch is huge, like 30% of the core aspects of playing World of Tanks. Hell, you're changing 2 tank classes out of 5. With new matchmaking as well. That's pretty huge. So I highly recommend you checking out the common test server by downloading the client with a link in the description below. But this video will focus on the dessert of the patch. So think of the main changes, the artillery, the light tanks, as well as the matchmaking as the entree. But this video will focus on the dessert, that's the hidden contents added to the res folder in the test server. So this time around, we have one new vehicle added to the res folder, and that's the Sherman Thunderbolt 7, as well as a new skin for the Chrysler K, and that's pretty much it. So it's not that big of a hidden content slash dessert of a patch, but the entree is pretty huge. So that's the main focus of this patch. But then again, 9.17.1 just came out like a month ago, a month and a week. So that's pretty short of a time period between 2 patches. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So let's take a look at the Thunderbolt 7. And this vehicle is pretty good in my consideration. So it's a little bit better than the Sherman Fury at the cost of engine power. So not as fast as the Fury to rev up, but has more considerable armor at the front of the hull, at the ammo racks, as well as the side of the turret and the mantlet. So I already covered this vehicle with a leak episode about 2 weeks ago, but it's a pretty good tank. It's a real good tank. So they changed the color scheme from the paper bag brown to the olive green color. So it's green now rather than the American usual color. So let's take a look at the stats. So the same gun that's on the Sherman EZ8, the M1A2 76mm. So penetration, yep, the same. Alpha is the same. Rate of fire is a little bit slower than the Sherman EZ8 default. So it takes a little bit longer to reload, yada yada. Turret traverse is about the same. Gun depression is not as good. It's 12 degrees on the regular Sherman EZ8, but then again, it's alright, 10 degrees. Aim time, good, 2 seconds. Dispersion is actually better, 0.36. And DPM is not as good, about 150 less, but that's alright. So firepower is okay. Survivability, same health. Hull armor is 123. That's this plate right here. That's 123. This is 150 something. 170 from my leak video. I forgot, but it's like the Sherman Jumbo. This plate is the thickest. This is space armor, I believe. So this plate is the thickest. That's 123. You do have the bow machine gun weak spot. You also have space armor for the ammo rack right here for the side of the turret. And the mantlet is pretty thick. The mantlet is 170 if I remember correctly or something. But the base value is of the base of the turret. So right here, that's where the 63mm is. But yeah, it's a pretty strong vehicle. So go check out the leaked video I did a few weeks ago. I totally forgot the armor values, but it's like the Sherman Jumbo. It's a little bit better at some parts and a little bit weaker at other parts, but then again, it's a premium tank, so we'll make the credits and the crew XP. So horsepower per ton ratio is not as good, but it's 1 less than the Sherman Fury. And top speed is alright, 42. It's not fast, but then again, the old Centurion has 40, so meh. Traverse is alright, engine power is 500. Weighs about 37 tons. Concealment, don't know the scale, but It's not as good because Shermans usually don't have that great of a camo compared to flatter vehicles like the T-34s, but it's alright from my playing of the vehicle. Of the regular Sherman EZ8, it's alright, but do have the outstanding view range of American tanks, so 370 meters, radio is average, but still workable. But here is the main comparison with other vehicles. So as you can see, firepower is not as good based on the DPM, but it does have more armor at the front. So compared to the Sherman Jumbo and the regular Sherman EZ8, as well as the Fury, a lot better frontal armor. So that's the main aspect about this vehicle, and it's a premium. So basically from the initial leak info, it should be relatively the same as the Sherman Fury, but it appears that they nerf the reload a little bit. So they nerfed the reload. Well, then again, the Sherman Fury has about the same DPM, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the same. Oh, better aim time. Better accuracy. Yep, I remembered that correctly. Oh, less DPM. Well, I might be wrong. But most of the other aspect is like the Sherman Fury, like terrain resistance, top speed mostly. Yeah, top speed, yep. Traverse is not as fast as the Fury, alright. Concealment, the same, yep. View range, same. Radio range, same. So it's like a Fury with less DPM, but better gun handling and a lot more armor. So that's the trade-off. But I already covered this vehicle a long time ago. So, alright, let's take a look at the Chrysler K. So, hidden in the tech tree is a new skin for the Chrysler K. And this vehicle, sad to say, is going to be on sale for the grand finals of this year. I thought it was the T92 light tank. It's not. It's this vehicle right here. So, I mean, based on previous trends and a pattern of using light tanks as the grand finals vehicle, it should be the T92 because we had the Leckpanzer M41 with the 90mm, and previously we had the AMX 1357. So I thought it was going to be the T92. Nope, we're getting a heavy tank. So I already talked about this vehicle, but it's getting the black skin as well as a plaque on the frontal upper plate. So you cannot easily remove this from a skin unless you remodel the frontal upper plate or from the original textural folder if you already have it. So I recommend you right now to copy the files from the Chrysler K in 9.17.1 so you can actually use that skin for this vehicle because it's not black and it's not, you know, with the plaque at the front. So I do like the little fuel tanks, but yeah, black vehicles reminds me of the Thanksgiving Black Friday sales event. Oh my god. So oh well, but that's mostly of the new contents with this patch. So like I said, the entree is the main stuff. It's huge. Artillery change, light tank class change, matchmaker change. And yeah, the desserts does seem to be overshadowed by the entree this time around. So yeah, it's alright, but hey, entree is what's important, so that's good. But I also want to take a look at the LTG because the Tier 7 Russian light tank was not featured on the sandbox version of the test server. So let's take a look. What is this thing? Oh my god. I saw screenshots of this vehicle. Never thought it would look so hideous. Crap. It has a 85mm, no penetration. You can also get more penetration, alright. So 144, okay. But let's put the better engine. Let's put, oh, that's the top turret. Put better tracks, put better radio, and put the top gun. Oh my god. This turret shape is so asymmetrical. It reminds me of the Gumby head, because it's like one side up, one side down. It's so flat. What is this thing? A project for a light tank developed by Gavanov at Gorky Automobile Financial for first ever extremely unusual design solution were used for a vehicle. The driver sat in the fighting compartment, yada yada. Okay. It's a super flat vehicle. It has rate of fire is only 10 rounds per minute, so reloads every 6 seconds or so. I mean, that's still decent DPM. It's a 85mm. Aim time is alright. Accuracy is alright. DPM is alright. It has 40mm of hull armor. What is this thing? 110 at the super big turret. Alright, 180 health. 25 horsepower per ton ratio. Weighs about 25 tons. Alright. Top speed of 63. Super fast to traverse. Okay. Concealment is pretty decent. I remember like 20 is for the Hellcat, so that's actually pretty decent. View range 190. So this thing is going to be just as fast as the LTTB, but it's pretty huge. So what is this thing? It's so stupid. So there you go, folks. The Sherman, Thunderbolt 7, the new Chrysler K skin, and yeah, all the stuff I can dig up with the res folder that's hidden in the test server. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.